Carolina 20-16 winners over the Dolphins. Suddenly, Carolina is shifting everyone's thoughts on their team. Steve Smith is playing really well. Oh yeah, and Cam Newton is playing really well. Who's, you know, he's African American, so he's just athletic. He's not smart, but he's making a case for MVP. Is he not?
No.
Not at all.
Cam Newton.
Steve
Not
Smith?
what? No.
You said Steve Smith, didn't he?
Cam Newton.
Cam Newton.
Cam Newton. That's what's being written about today. Is that Cam Newton is making a strong push for the MVP award?
He'll finish.
No. All right, Heather.
He'll finish in the top 5.
Heather, go ahead.
I just feel like it's not even that I have Cam Newton stats and what he's doing and coming from behind to beat the Dolphins, but I feel like we just last night between Manning and Brady and these cornerbacks that have become so popular in the NFL now, I just feel like there's a lot of other people that could make a case. Cornerbacks, whatever. I just feel like there's a lot of more exciting MVP, maybe
well, Cam
MVPs
Newton certainly
Cam
doesn't
Newton.
lack the exciting gene. I mean, he certainly has that, and he put together 2 fantastic drives.
Calvin Johnson.
To go into halftime.
MVP, like the case closed. That's
Okay, got it. To go into halftime, and then at the end of the game to hit Greg Olsen with 43 seconds left. I mean, he's making a push.
4th and 10 at their 20-yard line, and he threw that bullet on the numbers to Steve Smith for about 13 yards, move it to 33, and then they moved downfield after that and scored that touchdown.
I feel like that's what he's supposed to do.
Where they could, you know, and also again, yeah, I mean, but it was a great drive. Look, they've won. They're 8-3. We were talking 8 weeks ago. We sat here and thought Ron Rivera was a good bet to be the first coach fired. Yeah. And now they're 8-3.
You know what? That was Jank talking. I never believed that at all. When they were 1-2 to start the season, we had a conversation about how they could have easily been 3-0.
Right.
They just lost a couple of close games. They're a good, solid team, and it starts from their defense. And
which Ron Rivera is a specialist. He
exactly.
was fantastic with the Bears.
Former
fantastic with the Bears. They put up top 5 numbers every single year.
They're 3rd against the rush and 6th against the pass. Like, you can't really do anything against them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, and that gives a quarterback a lot of cushion to play with. Sure. Cam he didn't have a very good game yesterday.
Yeah, they opened 1-3.
Yeah, that's right, 1-3. Yeah, he didn't have a great game yesterday, but he didn't have to. He had to just put together a couple of good drives.
Which he did.
Which he did, to his credit, and you can win when you have a strong defense.
Can we pull up the Panthers schedule?
That's like Kansas City, though, for the first, 8 games of the season.
No, right.
They had a good enough defense that Alex Smith just had to put together a couple of good drives.
But Kansas City was beating much weaker teams. Panthers are beating the Patriots, although that was controversial. They beat
the Niners.
They beat the Niners.
In San Francisco.
Yeah, they're beating good teams.
They beat the Rams.
So here's the Panthers schedule the rest of the way. They play Greg Schiano, Mike Glennon, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That New Orleans game is going to be fantastic on December 8th in New Orleans against the Jets, who are terrible. They play New Orleans again, and then at Atlanta.
They can obviously lose twice to New Orleans.
I say they go 4-1 the rest of the way.
But let's see it again real quick, the schedule. Like, I would feel very confident that they're going to win the 2 home games against the lesser teams, which just at a bare minimum, they're going to go 10-6 even if things go poorly.
Right.
And they're going to win that division, and they're going to get a home playoff game, and they're going to be very hard to beat.
Aren't they in a division with
the Saints? They're in a division with the Saints.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I was thinking Atlanta and Tampa Bay.
They are not winning that division.
They're not winning that division.
No. But they're going to go to the playoffs.
By the way, they could win the division. They got the Saints twice. Yeah. Let's see what happens in those games.
What do you expect to happen?
I expect the Saints to beat them.
Both times.
You know what? The Saints are a different team on the road. I would expect they'll split. They'll split, yeah.
Why is that? Why are they a different team on the road?
Well, Drew Brees, I love that guy too, but he's not as good outdoors. Just not as good outdoors.
And look, all those things matter. Crowd, travel, comfortability. It doesn't seem theoretically like it should matter, but the jury is in. It matters.